Hello everyone. So the Central Statistics Office released data, I suppose you would call it, in terms of reoffending people that basically come out of prison and reoffend. Now, it was found that a lot of people, over 40% of the people in this constituency in terms of Cavan and Monaghan, reoffend within the year of getting out of prison. So as I said, it's just a revolving door, and I've talked about this many times in this channel and on the other channel too, that it's pretty much just a revolving door. Like, they come out one door and they go back in the other door, because it's like all the time in Cavan Town. There's a lot of foreign people, but there's a lot of Irish people too still at it too, and they should cop on. Of course, the Irish people more than anybody else. They should be copping on a bit. They shouldn't be causing trouble in their own country. Like, let's be fair, they shouldn't be causing trouble anywhere, but they shouldn't be causing trouble in their own hometown. Except they should be loading them manuals first of all. But we found out that 42% in Cavan, 44% in Monaghan. So basically, there was 36 people convicted of crimes last year, and basically half of them ended up back in prison when they got out, basically, the 36 of them. That a lot of them, when they do even get out, they go back in within a year, a few months, in some cases a few weeks. In one case, I think it was said that they were out for a week and they were back into prison for a crime. But it just goes to show you that a lot of these people, and again, we could talk about till the cows come home, but we all know the solutions to this, and that is, getting people to find a stable job first of all when they do come out of prison. That they get a decent job that keeps them occupied, and keeps them tired in the evening when they get home after an 8 hours of work. They will not be able to rob houses. They will not be able to cause trouble because they were after working a full day. They won't have the energy to cause trouble. And that's what we need to do. We need to start trying to get people jobs instead of just kicking them onto the dole as soon as they go out of the prison, and give them some kind of opportunity. And the second thing, of course, is education. You're trying to get them into college, etc. Trying to get them on the path to get a career and off, say, crime, etc., burgling houses or other stuff like that. And of course, there's rehabilitation, trying to get people rehabilitated into the site, try to get them off this trend. Because if it's robbing things from shops, etc., some people are addicted and they just can't stop themselves. But finding some way around that, finding some solutions to that. But it's the fact of the matter, they're just kind of fucked out of prison and left to their own devices and stuff. And this is the outcome of that. Basically, to leave people to their own devices. This is going to happen. And they should look at it all, like what they do in Finland, etc. Would be probably beneficial, but of course they're never going to do that. That requires effort. That requires caring about people. Even though they have more care for the people in the prisons than they do for the people upholding the law and law-abiding citizens. They have fucking no care whatsoever, the Irish government, for a law-abiding citizen. Apart from if you're from somewhere else, if you're Irish, they don't care about you. If you're anybody else, they will care. But it's just a simple truth. But the simple reality is that, we have to look at it because it is costing a huge amount of money to keep a prisoner in prison every year in this country. It's costing an insane amount of money. And anything we can do, even reduce by 10%, it would still be a lot of money saved for the taxpayer. Because a lot of these people can be probably rehabilitated into society. What I mean by that is, if you get them a proper job, give them some kind of path to go. Because at the moment in time, they're just left out in the street and told to do whatever, and the state basically doesn't help them out. At least if you get them some kind of thing to do, or even go to education, etc., trying to help them out, they have opportunities. But at the moment in time, the state's just kind of fucking them back out into the street and saying, whatever you want to do, basically. And that's pretty much what the outcome is. That this keeps happening, the cycle keeps repeating, because nothing's ever done to prevent the cycle from happening. And that's just the simple truth. But anyway, let me know what you think, subscribe for more, and bye.